everybody. I'm Dustin.
And I'm Ian.
And we are the TechnoAgents. Today we are going to be showing you how to make a squeeze page in the new version of Conversion, which is called kvCore.
Squeeze. That had no place in it, but that's fine.
All right, so we're going to start by clicking Lead Engine right here. It's a button on the left side. Right here is IDX Squeeze Page.
Squeeze. Is that better?
A little better.
Yeah.
Make sure you choose your domain. You do not want to choose somebody else's, or all your leads are going to be sending to that other person and not you, and that will not be fun. So we're going to choose our domain right here and click Start Building. So we have 3 different types that they've provided us with. Ian, would you like to explain those?
Squeeze? I'm just messing. Okay, so you have multi-property, which is obviously a variety of different properties, and we'll go through the items there. There's single property, which if you have an open house, it would be absolutely perfect for you to paste on Facebook and collect the leads. And then there's seller squeeze, which is essentially a CMA, but without having to create a separate landing page. It's already created for you. But for today's purposes, we're going to go through multi-property because it has a lot of different options. So every field in multi-property exists within single and seller.
Yeah, we feel that if you can figure out the multi-property one, because it's the most complicated one, that you can figure out the other ones. And we'd be happy to make another video if we need to later. So we're going to start by putting in our criteria. The first thing that you need to do is decide what area you want to advertise to. So you can choose a certain subdivision or a city or a whole county. For today's purposes, we will be using Travis County.
I know that guy.
Listing type will show you it's
Let's do coming soon. Coming soon's a nice one.
Yeah, we can do coming soon. So that will be, our MLS has coming soon. So any property that is not on the market yet, we want to kind of get those out there before anybody else. It's an exclusive thing. So let's start with that.
Yeah, if it's coming soon next week and I want to do an open house this weekend, I might get lucky.
Yeah, definitely. And when in our market, we kind of have to do coming soon because as soon as they come on the market, they're gone. Price, so this is anything you want. You can do between a certain price range.
Do $500,000.
We can do $500,000.
Pick $500,000. Yeah.
So if you wanted to choose a minimum, you can. We're going to leave it blank for now.
We don't need that.
Square footage, make sure you put in your minimum and max if you have one. If not, just leave it blank.
The reason why it's important that we're going through all of these items is because you can't change them later. You can create a brand new link, but you can't go back and edit this link. So fine-tune your criteria for the audience that you're trying to capture. If you're focusing on a luxury market, you don't want houses that are listed at $25,000.
Yeah, so if it's a luxury, we would definitely, bump it probably between 300 and probably more than 500, but we'll leave it like this for now. Beds, for this purposes, it doesn't really matter too much.
I just saw an $8 million house that was 4 bedrooms. What?
Oh man,
I know.
That's not enough.
It had wings, and the bedrooms were in separate wings.
So bath, same thing. 1.5 bath, 2.5 bath. Make sure you choose which ones you want.
Gotta have the potty room.
Walk score. So that's a new feature in kvCore that was not there before. So if you want to make sure, say you're in LA and you want something that people can walk to everything. In Austin, pretty much everything you have to drive to. But, it could...
It's a pretty logical breakdown as far as city, suburb, and urban. I'm sorry, city, suburb, and rural. That's what I meant to say. So if you're out in the country, obviously it's not very walkable.
Yeah. So we're going to leave this blank for now, just to make sure we have some listings to show you.
This is exciting.
Yeah.
I like this one.
So options. If you wanted to, let's say, only show properties with a pool, you can choose that. Only properties with a golf course, horses. Somebody only wanted a ranch.
Can we do horses in a pool?
We can definitely do horses in a pool. So we're going to do horse property and pool.
No, not and a pool, in a pool.
Horses in a pool?
Oh, I'm just kidding. Get rid of the horse property. Why don't we just do pool properties? Those are nice.
All right.
This is a good one.
Source over here. So if you're advertising on Facebook, you want to make sure that you know where it's from. So you can track it later. You can see what advertising is working and what's not. So we're going to start with Facebook. If you were going to do Google, you can type that in there, or Yelp, or anywhere else you're going to post it. Nextdoor, things like that. Make sure you type your source. And you can change this. You can create a new squeeze page for each one if you want. You don't have to, but you can. Hashtags. So this is a way to keep track of what exact squeeze page the lead came in on. So because we chose Travis 500,000 with a pool, we probably want to create a hashtag that's similar to that. So we'll type Travis pool 500K. So that way, anybody that comes in, we can track them, we know exactly where they came from, and we can figure out what's working and what's not. Your Facebook cover photo, so that's also important. If you choose one with bad photos, it's probably not going to generate much interest. Because this is the multi-property squeeze, it's going to pull a photo randomly from all the results. So if you only wanted to show properties from your brokerage, you would choose one of these 4. Or if you just want to choose one result from this list that you've just created, choose the first option.
You're going to end up with for sale by owner cell phone photos. Just keep that in mind. It's possible.
You definitely can, and you just need to be aware of what you're showing and change it up if you need to. So since we're done with this, we're going to click Generate Link, and it will show us 2 different links. So the short link is for if you're posting to somewhere, you just need to post a quick link, make it easy, nice to look at. Twitter has a character limit, so you would want to use the short link for that. Otherwise, you can go ahead and use the PPC link.
So the PPC link is pay-per-click, and it's just if you're using a tracking software such as Google Analytics, or if you have any kind of website administration that you're working on, the long link is the accurate link. The short link is to look pretty. It's not ugly. So the short link is when people need to be able to see it, so as he had mentioned on social media, and the long link is what you should be using most of the time if it's not just for people to see it.
Right. So let's go ahead and show you what we've created here. We're going to paste that. So as you can see, we have these properties. So the photo that would likely show on Facebook is probably the first result. Mm-hmm. So you would see this house in Austin for $378K, but it's also likely that you might see the photo coming soon because we did choose coming soon, so the photo might not even be on the MLS yet. So if you do see that, you're just going to have to change your options, change it up a little bit and find a list with a nice photo because you want it, you want people to want to click on it. If you show an ugly house, nobody's going to want to click on it. So as you can see, it works. So now feel free to post it on Facebook or wherever you can generate some leads and make some money.
Yeah, have at it. Thanks for watching.
Have a good day, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe.